one of my projects is what we called a Flamingo, which was my first electric vehicle that I built, and that was for AFRIKABURN. It had a winch motor with a gearbox, which then was attached to two pulleys that you would tighten onto the rear drivetrain, which was quite a large quad bike rear swing angle, or swing axle should I say, with the same quad bike's front A-arms. I'll show you all of this in a second, but I'm going to clean it up and take you for a walk around it, show you how it works and get it going. Electrify. So this is how the machine works. It's a winch motor with up and down. And so here you've got your winch motor, you've got your belts going to your quad bike rear end with the electricity in, and then this lever with this tensioner tensions the belt against this pulley, which has got a reduction gearbox on it from the winch. And then that was all supposed to be driven by a big solar battery with an inverter, or up front here we've got this tray. This is where it held the petrol driven generator. The only problem with generators is they're flipping noisy. So you can see I've got it on an extension cord to test. This is what you would hear if it was battery driven, basically. That's forwards. Whoops. Oh, I don't know what happened. Okay, so let's try and get a little bit more detail on this tensioner. So this cable pulls us forward, and you can see in there's a big flat roller bearing, and that tensions those belts. So the motor can basically freewheel, and then you tension the belts, and then you get some traction. So here's the steering mechanism. It goes all the way along that underneath to this lever over here, and it connects straight down to these ball joints, which go off in the usual manner to both of the front wheels. Along the sides of this come the two bench seats, one on this side and one on this side, and it can take about 8 to 10 people. This is a nice little 3D printed flamingo head that a friend of mine made for me. The idea is to get this set up into the bike over there. We push forward through that slot, and it pulls the cable and tensions the belts. Here we have the Flamingo head, which is a 4-meter high tower, 4 or 5 meters high, and I will show you some images of it fully lit up. So I think I've given you a nice rundown of the two vehicles that are built for AFRIKABURN. And maybe I've given you an inkling of what I'm about to do to change it up. And also this is a little bit of a tribute to the burn. I wish that we could have made it, but what can you do? Maybe next year.